This is the Ottawa Senators Outlook. Here is your host, Jack Henry.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Ottawa Senators Outlook. I'm your host, Jack. This is my recap reaction to the Predators game, so let's go right to it. So, the Senators win this game, very decisive, 5-2, the final score. So, nothing happened in the first period. There was a goal that should have been called one for the Senators, but there was goalie interference. Travis Green challenged it, and for some reason, it was not called back, or in the Senators' favor. So, after the first period, it is still 0-0. However, in the second period, at 3:59, Philip Forsberg scores to make it 1-0 Nashville, so the Predators are the ones that actually score first. Followed it up by Adam Gaudette at the 10-minute mark, halfway into the game, technically, with his 16th of the year to tie it up at 1. And then 3 minutes later, Jake Sanderson, having a phenomenal year this year, both defensively and offensively, he scores a goal to make it 2-1 Ottawa, and that's all you get in the second period. So after 40 minutes, the Senators are up by 1 goal, 2-1. However, 47 seconds in, Jonathan Marchessault ties it up on the power play to make it 2-2. And then for the rest of the game, it's all Ottawa. Shane Pinto scores to make it 3-2. David Perron scores his first goal as a Senator on the power play to make it 4-2 Ottawa. And then Ridley Gregg, with less than 3 minutes left, scores an empty netter to make it 5-2, and there's your final score. So the goaltending matchup was UC Saros versus Anton Forsberg. And again, Forsberg with another solid outing, stopping 25 of 27 for a .926 save percentage. Meanwhile, for UC Saros, he stopped 34 of 38 for an .895 save percentage. The Senators were all over it offensively, dominating most of the game, I would say. They obviously put up 38 shots compared to Nashville's 27. There were some points of the game where it felt like Nashville kind of took advantage of Ottawa, especially in the first period, where the Senators really couldn't get anything going. UC Saros, pretty much for the most part, stood tall in his head, but good teams find ways to win, and that's what the Senators are doing here. And I really do think this was a must-win game, believe it or not, because the Detroit Red Wings are on a monster winning streak once again. So, believe it or not, they were only 1 point behind us. So, they're sitting at 59 points, fourth in the Atlantic Division. And the Tampa Bay Lightning are at 58, even though they have a couple games on hand on both us and the Red Wings. So, the Senators, believe it or not, are in somewhat of a dogfight for that division spot. Right now, we still maintain it, and we are still now, with this win, in a good position based off points. With the win, we are now 29-20-4, so we have a total of 62 points. Meanwhile, the Predators fall 18-27-7, good enough for 43 points. So, a very solid win, a much-needed win for the Ottawa Senators. And now, this is the big one for tomorrow. They play the Tampa Bay Lightning. Linus Ullmark most likely going to be starting because Forsberg went in this one. Ullmark returning from the first game back since injury in Edmonton. So I'm looking forward to seeing what the Ottawa Senators are able to do on a back-to-back. And it really didn't seem like the Senators gave a full-out competitive effort, even though they still came away with the win. I think they know that the Tampa Bay game is there's a lot more at stake. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens in that one. And I'm looking forward to seeing how the Senators play against the Tampa Bay Lightning. It's going to be a very highly competitive game, even more competitive than the two Boston games that you saw in the month of January. So I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. At some point tomorrow, I will actually come out with a preview video for that. So be on the lookout for that. Comment down below your thoughts on this game, and I will see you for the preview for the Lightning game tomorrow. Anyways, like and subscribe. But for now, this is Jack McGowan Senators Outlook, and go Sens go.
Thank you for watching this presentation of the Ottawa Senators Outlook. For more of this podcast, click on the videos on the left, and subscribe by clicking on the icon on the right. Thank you.